आई मीन थैंक यू एवरीवन जिन्होंने पार्टिसिपेट किया, जिन्होंने हिम्मत की है कि आगे बढ़ के ट्राई करें और एड्रेस करने की कोशिश की है चैलेंजेस को. कुछ लोगों के मुकम्मल जामे किस्म के प्रोजेक्ट्स थे, कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट तक थे, कॉन्सेप्ट नोट तक या जो भी था, और स्पेशली दैट यंग मैन जो हाईली मोटिवेटेड वो 3D रॉकेट लॉन्च के साथ आया. तो लेट्स होप फॉर द बेस्ट. मे बी वी कुड हैव आवर ओन SpaceX और समथिंग लाइक दैट इन द नियर फ्यूचर. मैं गुजारिश करूंगा कि बारी बारी ऑनरेबल जजेस जो हैं वो रिमार्क्स और उनको कैसा लगा यहाँ पर आना. ये फैसिलिटी एक तो जो है कस्टम बिल्ट फॉर द एरोस्पेस सेक्टर, और उसको देख के भी आप लोगों को जज्बा देखिए डिफरेंट शहरों से जो आए हुए हैं, और आने वाले फ्यूचर में क्या देखते हैं, किस तरीके से पाकिस्तान का जो है फ्यूचर अगर आपको इनको देख के क्या नज़र आ रहा है. और अगर एंडिंग नोट पे साथ साथ अगर इफ़ यू कुड परहैप्स इन यू नो कमेंट ऑन स्पेस एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप बिकॉज दैट कंकैटिनेट्स विद वर्ल्ड स्पेस वीक एज वेल. थैंक यू. एंड सॉरी बारी सॉरी खुद ही इंट्रोड्यूस भी कर दीजिएगा. माय अपॉलॉजीज.
जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम. यहाँ पर क्लियर है या उस पर आ जाऊँ? ओके. पहले तो मैं सबसे थैंक्स टू मिस्टर इफ्तिखार यज़दानी, आप सब लोगों का. मेरा नाम डॉक्टर सादत अली असद है. आई एम नॉट अ मेडिकल डॉक्टर बट आई एम अ क्रिमिनोलॉजिस्ट. और आप लोगों से मिलकर खुशी इस बात की हुई कि जो टैग लाइन थी कि राह कमर, तो खुशी इस बात की है कि वो तमाम लोग जो इस वक्त इस कमरे में मौजूद हैं और वो तमाम जो कि मुख्तलिफ मीन्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशंस के ज़रिए सुन रहे हैं और देख रहे हैं, तो ये सारे वो अल्लाह के चोज़न लोग हैं कि जो उस राह कमर के मुसाफिर हैं. वहाँ पर हमारा जेंडर नहीं आता, वहाँ पर हमारी एज नहीं आती, वहाँ पर हमारी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ नहीं आती, और वहाँ पर हमारे सब्जेक्ट्स नहीं आते. वहाँ पर आपका एक पैशन आता है, वहाँ पर आपका एक विजन आता है, और वहाँ पर आपकी एक डेडिकेशन आती है. और ये तीनों चीज़ें जो हैं ये गॉड गिफ्टेड हैं. इंसान ये कहे कि मैं ये कहीं से हासिल कर लूँगा, ये हमारी खुशनसीबी है कि हमने आप सब लोगों को यज़दानी साहब की बदौलत एक छत के नीचे इंटरेक्ट कराया. सब लोगों को सुना. कमी वक्त के बायस शायद ख्वाहिश तो बहुत थी कि बहुत कुछ लर्न किया जाए. आप यूथ कहूँगा पाकिस्तानी होते हुए कि आप बच्चों से बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा. इंशाल्लाह ज़रूर वो भी एक स्टेज आएगी. बट आज यहाँ आने का मेरा क्या मकसद था? मैं कोई आप लोगों की तरह साइंटिस्ट नहीं हूँ, ना मैं साइंस का स्टूडेंट हूँ. मैं एक एंथ्रोपोलॉजिस्ट हूँ, एक सोशल साइंटिस्ट हूँ. बिहेवियर साइंसेस के साथ मेरा ताल्लुक है. जेंडर स्टडीज़ के अंदर पढ़ते पढ़ाते रहे. और क्राइम मेरी नज़र में जब अल्लाह कहता है कि नहीं अल्लाह जुल्म करता किसी के साथ, इंसान खुद अपने साथ जुल्म करता है, तो वो जो जुल्म है वो क्यों कोई करता है? तो मेरी ज़्यादा गहरी नज़र उस जुल्म के ख़ात्मे पर होती है. और आप बच्चों के लिए जुल्म एक मुकाम पर सिर्फ यही आएगा कि आप जिस तरह इस कमरे में सारे इकट्ठे हुए हैं, एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे भी इकट्ठा होने की ज़रूरत है. राह कमर में हर एक का अपना अपना एक एरिया ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है, अपनी अपनी एक स्पेशलाइजेशन है, मगर जब वो सारी चीज़ें जुड़ती हैं तो एक ताकत बनती है. तो आज यहाँ पर मैं और जो मेरे कोलीग्स अल्लाह ने यहाँ पर भिजवाए, हम इस चीज़ का आपको इंशाल्लाह श्योरिटी देते हैं कि आप अपनी मेहनत करें. हम इंशाल्लाह आपको मिलने के बाद हमने भी कुछ सोचा कि इस पाकिस्तान को, और बिलखसूस जिसको मुसलमान कहते हैं, मुसलमान वो जो कि अल्लाह का फर्मा बरदार हो, तो किसी भी रास्ते पर सफ़र के लिए अल्लाह के अहकामात को कैसे अपने साथ कैरी करना है, उसमें सिर्फ इंटेग्रिटी, मोरालिटीज़ और एथिक वैल्यूज़ को इंटैक्ट रखने की ज़रूरत होती है. और वो सिर्फ एक सूरत में आ सकती है जब हम जॉब्स करने का दिमाग से निकाल दें कि हमने पढ़ने के बाद जॉब करनी है. नो, हमने जॉब्स क्रिएट करनी है, हमने प्लेटफॉर्म्स क्रिएट करने हैं, बाकी सारा सिस्टम खुद चलना शुरू हो जाएगा. तो बात लंबी हो जाएगी. मैं दिल की गहराइयों से ऑर्गेनाइजर्स, आप तमाम बच्चों का दिल की गहराइयों से, बेटियों का शुक्र अदा करता हूँ, शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ कि आप लोग ऑल द वे आए. बट ज़हन में रखिएगा कि आपका आना आज के बाद एक नए सफ़र का आगाज़ है. वो जो राह कमर है वो सिर्फ नाम नहीं है, उस राह के ऊपर हमारे रिश्ते भी मजबूत होंगे, हमारे एक दूसरे से इंटरेक्शंस भी मजबूत होंगे. इंशाल्लाह वी विल पुट इन आवर बेस्ट एंड वी वुड एक्सपेक्ट दैट यू शुड डिलीवर योर बेस्ट. थैंक यू सो मच.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum, and I'm really honored to be here with you guys. It's really wonderful. My name is Aqeel Ahmed. I'm Group CEO of 5 big manufacturing units in Pakistan. Few months ago, I was in Karachi. I was meeting students just like you, and we were talking about innovations and how the humankind has really progressed. So I asked them, what is the first big disruptive innovation of humankind? First one. And I think you might be knowing the answer. It's the simplicity of a circle or a wheel that is considered to be the first disruption that happened to humankind. And then somebody brought another 3 wheels to make a cart. So that is the power of a solution. Somebody brought something, the 3 other wheels made the cart. Fast forward into the future and you find the first industrial revolution that came. The first industrial revolution came after thousands of years, after the first innovation that happened. And that first industrial revolution changed the way our ancestors lived. Again, 100 more years, and we find out electricity and the use of electricity commercially by human beings. Again, it was a big disruption, changed the way we lived. Fast forward again, and you find internet. And the internet revolutionized our world. It just changed the way we lived. It just changed the way we communicated. It just changed the way we have been having entertainment. So it changed everything. But if you look at it from the time perspective, from the time stamping, 1,000 years from the first invention to industrial revolution, then again more than 100 years to electricity, and then again almost 100 years to internet. But after internet, what happened? This rate of disruptions multiplied. And you know why it has been multiplied? Any idea? It's because of collaboration. The level of collaboration increased to a level where everybody is just part of that, I would say, ecosystem that has been developed virtually through internet. So the more people are involved in developing things, everybody is involved now. So you see the power of collaboration that came into existence. So this is the age where you have to collaborate with each other. Don't consider people as your competitors. They will take something away from you. Just consider that what you can get from others, what you can offer to them. And think about the challenges that you are facing. You know the development that has happened? Where Uber has come from. Huh? It's very simple. The guy did not get a taxi in France when he was there. And I said, okay, why this time of night I don't find any vehicle? Then he thought about it and then he developed something. So if you look at all the disruptions that have happened in the last 15 years, you'll find out everybody tried to solve a problem of their own. So try to find out the challenges that you find everywhere around you and find out a solution to that. Use the technology to develop a solution. And only then you have an economically viable solution. Okay? So think about economy, think about solving a problem, and then use the technology to do that. I'm really impressed by all of you, by the way, that you all brought something that you thought is important. But you know, this is really the key. Somebody asked Elon Musk, why you are going for this SpaceX program? I mean, it's just unbelievable. Why are you going for it? And he said, and maybe there is no economy behind it, maybe right now, but maybe in future it will be very important. He said, yes, the only thing that is the importance of that. So think about important matters, think about economy, and then I won't say sky is the limit, it's more than that. Thank you very much.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I would like to thank Yazdani Saab, Iftikhar Saab for your hospitality and for your motivation with Rahe Qamar. It's a fantastic initiative. I'm also grateful to the 2 colleagues that I've been honored to meet and to work with on looking at the hard work that you have done. As with my colleagues, I am extremely impressed, not just by the level of thinking that I witnessed today, but also the commitment and the spark. I am Dr. Usman Chauhan. I'm one of the founding directors of CAS, the Center for Aerospace and Security Studies, right next to the building next door. When it first started in 2018, it was just this one building. But today you see an entire ecosystem and architecture which includes NASTEP and NICAT. So there's so much willpower, vision, funding, energy put together to create the space where we're sitting today. I could not have imagined it back then. We were just 5 people working on a table at one point in 2018, and today we're here. So I'm very happy to see that. Among the teams, it's very difficult for us to make a choice because there was so much interesting stuff being done to address so many challenges. In fact, for some of you at least, I would encourage you to take a look at CAS and join us there if you're in Islamabad, and then there's a CAS in Lahore as well. That's something for you to think about if you're not as entrepreneurial as you pretended to be today. Now, as far I have the privilege amongst my colleagues, having conferred with them, to announce the results of today's activity. And first of all, I give you all 25 out of 25 points. But the theoretical limit was that you could have, thank you. The theoretical limit was 75 points, 25, 25, 25. And the winner of today's thing is Solar Storm Zen with 62 points. So congratulations to you. I'm not handing you a prize, but if you want, I'll shake your hand. Good job. Thank you. And well done. Well done. And there, the runner-up, I will also announce. Very impressed. It's an 19-20 ka farak, so that's what happens with numbers, as you all know. I would like to nominate on behalf of my colleagues as well, Alienaires. Bravo. And with your hard work, you'll turn from alienaires into billionaires soon enough. I want you all to savor this. I'm extremely grateful to those of you who came from other cities. Why don't you come and... Congratulations. 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 But all of you should consider yourselves winners today, and I think Pakistan is a winner when we have the sort of spirit that you show.
Everybody should deserve a round of applause.
Give yourself a round of applause. With that, I yield to you.
Please. No, I have the mic up at here. So just a quick round of questions, and then we'll just wrap it up. I'm sure the participants जो बाहर से भी आए हैं, जो इस्लामाबाद के भी हैं, उन सबका एक सवाल होगा जो नहीं end up कर सके first या second पे. What went wrong? क्या बेहतरी आ सकती है? तो अगर बारी-बारी थोड़ा सा सिर्फ guide कर दें, because a lot of them came second time, third time, and from really far away. So, we just want to make sure that motivation na kharab ho. That would be awesome if you could please. कि क्या कमी थी और क्या कमी नहीं थी, maybe.
Okay. यज़दानी साहब ने जो question किया है रेस कि गलती क्या थी, मेरा ज़ाती तौर पर जिस चीज़ के ऊपर मेरी ज़िंदगी खड़ी है, मैं इस चीज़ से खुद भी और आप लोगों को भी बताऊंगा कि गलती का कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं है, सिखलाई का कॉन्सेप्ट है. कोई चीज़ भी गलत नहीं होती, हम किसी चीज़ के लिए तैयार नहीं हुए होते, जब हम अपने आप को तैयार कर लेते हैं उस चीज़ के, तो वो चीज़ गलती नहीं रहती. तो being a student of life, we will always and every step we are learning. जब हम पूरे तरीके से लर्न नहीं किया होता तो हम कहते हैं कि शायद हमसे गलती हो गई. वो हमारी सिखलाई हमें बताती है कि हम अभी उस काबिल नहीं थे, हमें मजीद इसके ऊपर अपने आप को इम्प्रूव करने की ज़रूरत है. एक चीज़ का जो मुझे फीलिंग हुई, दिल से बात करूंगा, हमारे पाकिस्तानी बच्चे पढ़ाई में आप लोग जितने मर्जी अच्छे हो जाएं, there is one thing which is presentation. आप डिग्री तो ले लेंगे, मगर एक प्रेजेंटेशन, लेट्स सपोज मैं अभी पाकिस्तान मिलिट्री एकेडमी से या पाकिस्तान एयरफोर्स एकेडमी से फर्स्ट टर्मर्स 2 कैडेट ले आता हूं यहां पर आपके सामने, दे वुड नॉट पुट देयर हैंड्स इन देयर पॉकेट व्हाइल टॉकिंग टू एनीबॉडी। प्रेजेंटेशन के भी नंबर होते हैं, बात करने के नंबर होते हैं, आपको एक क्वेश्चन को अंडरस्टैंड करने के नंबर होते हैं, उस क्वेश्चन को इन अ वेरी वेरी ब्रीफ एंड एक्यूरेट मैनर में अगले को सवाल को समझना और उसको डिलीवर करना, ये वो तमाम चीजें हैं जिसे कहा जाता है तरबियत। तालीम तो हमें मिल जाती है यूनिवर्सिटी से, बट हमें आज मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि जिस चीज की कमी है वो है एक तरबियती इदारे की, जहां पर आप तमाम बच्चे जो इस कमरे में बैठे हैं, जो इस कमरे में मौजूद नहीं है, जो हमें गैजेट्स के थ्रू हमें देख रहे हैं, उनसे हम कहेंगे कि ओके, अगर कैस इस चीज के ऊपर इनिशिएटिव लेता है तो फोरमोस्ट इज विलिंग टू इन्वेस्ट अप टू $200 million, जिसमें आप लोगों को जो बच्चे आएंगे उनको हम, जो आपके प्रोजेक्ट्स होंगे वो बात की बात है, मगर आपको ग्रूम करना, आपको मेंटली उस होराइजन पे लेकर जाना थ्रू द मेंटोर्स जो इस काम को बहुत अच्छे तरीके से जानते हैं। आपकी ग्रोथ प्रोफेशनली के साथ साथ आपकी ग्रोथ एज ए ह्यूमन बीइंग कराना वो इदारा नहीं है। आज अगर इस प्लेटफॉर्म से आप लोग उस इदारे को बनाने की यजदानी साहब को तजवीज़ दें तो सिर्फ इदारा पैसों से नहीं चलता, उसमें बेशुमार और चीज़ें चाहिए होती हैं। वो तमाम चीज़ें एक जगह पे सेंट्रलाइज होना, आप लोगों की टीमों का, इतना मुझे पता है कि एयर यूनिवर्सिटी से एक बच्चा आया हुआ, एक सरगोदा से आया हुआ है, उन दोनों को अगर मिला के एक प्रोजेक्ट दे दिया जाए तो वो ज़्यादा फिजिबल होगा, प्रॉफिटेबल होगा फॉर द बेस्ट इंटरेस्ट ऑफ पाकिस्तान एंड फॉर द बेस्ट इंटरेस्ट ऑफ बोथ द टीम्स, फॉर द बोथ द यूनिवर्सिटीज एंड बोथ द सिटीज। तो यहाँ पर कमी है उस कोलैबोरेशन की, उस इंटीग्रेशन की एट नेशनल लेवल। तो यज़दानी साहब, आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट कि इन बच्चों के टैलेंट को किसी एक जगह के ऊपर प्लेटफॉर्म बनाएं। उस प्लेटफॉर्म के लिए आपको जो कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग में लोग चाहिए, आपको जो उसके अंदर लाइसेंसेस चाहिए, पैसा चाहिए, जो चाहिए, फॉरमोस्ट एज अ बीइंग अ नेशनल एक हमारा फर्ज बनता है। आई डोंट यूज द वर्ड कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, नो, इट इज माई ड्यूटी। सो आई हैव टू प्ले माई पार्ट एज आई मेंशन्ड बिफोर। आप लोग काइंडली जिस तरह इस छत के नीचे इकट्ठे हैं, अपने प्रोजेक्ट्स को एक अपना गोल बनाएं और उसके ऊपर अपनी टीम बनाएं और उस टीम को उस प्लेटफॉर्म पे लेकर आएं जहां पर डॉक्टर साहब तशरीफ रखते हैं, तो हम यहां से आगे एक अपना वाकई राय कमर का एक अच्छा और अच्छा बेहतर सफर शुरू कर सकते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच।
I mean, if I have to say something good about you is that you all attempted for it. I mean, attempt is the first thing to do. That's a ticket to the game. And there are so many other students who knew about this program, but they did not attempt for it. So that's something very positive. And I really appreciate it because this is something that you did. What you have to learn is, one thing I agree that communication skills were not to that level, which you have to learn because, you know, you're all coming from technical background. And you believe that knowing about the technology is the main thing. Of course, it's very important that how you communicate because the knowledge is with you and you know how to communicate it, then you actually impart this knowledge to others. So that's very important that you all have to learn. I would say this is a feedback from my side. Second thing is that, I mean, hardly anybody went for the definition of the challenges. And most of you were talking about the technologies and solutions. Some of you did try to explain the challenges, but you know, that's the most important part. And if you can highlight the challenge well, then you can have the attention of the audience. And then you have the attention of the judges or anybody whom you are talking to. That's the very important thing. And for this, you don't have much time. And the other important thing is that the funds are available in Pakistan. The funds are available with me. We are looking to spend them on people like you. Its only thing is that first you have to find out the challenge, come up with a solution. The rest can be done by the mentors and the investors themselves. So that's most important part. Find out the challenge in the market, in Pakistan, and come up with a solution. It's a responsibility of us who are coming from industries to refine it. So think in that term. Otherwise, I would again say, Thank you very much. You have done a good job, and you have also provided me an insight about how you are thinking. Because when you were talking, I was thinking, I was going inside your mind and try to understand how the youth is thinking these days. So thank you very much for providing me an opportunity to learn about you. Thank you.
First of all, I would say, in congruence with what my colleagues have said, that it's been a learning experience for the three of us. We have learned a lot from you. मेरे ख्याल से सर हम तीनों को एक magnetic solar flare की presentation कर देनी चाहिए because we have learned a ton from you. So हमने इस्तिफादा लिया है आपकी दानाई से और आपके शऊर से. But the fact is that communication skills are important and they really matter. And being a good communicator doesn't come automatically, because we are born crying and screaming, and then we have to sort of be decent people in society. That is a long process. One insight I want to share with you about the top two is that they had a very positive attitude while they were speaking. This is a corollary. They didn't come and try to snake oil salesmen. It's just that they happen to be very upbeat about what they're doing. It's very good to have a positive mindset. And so that reflected in their confidence in two ways. When they were going through their presentation, they felt good solving a problem. They felt good solving a problem. And the second is that when they were doing Q&A, they were always quick to the take, like, oh yeah, I know, but that's the, you look at that. Is tarah karke na, they're very conversational in their presentations, and that's also a big plus on communication. So for those who feel they themselves are not good at presenting, just remember that a positive attitude goes a long way in communicating ideas, right? And the second thing I would bring up separately is that you are all part of a defective education system, broadly speaking. We're all victims of that, and we're all responsible for that too. So that means that the real learning has to happen outside of school. This is something that is not just true for our society, but many, where the really learned people say that you have to unlearn. That learning, education happens after you forget what you learned in school. So the self-driven learning is very, very important. And I did see a lot of evidence of that because nobody forced you to be here. So you had to do this learning on your own. I would encourage you to keep this personal learning journey onwards for the rest of your careers and the rest of your lives. So thank you.
Acha, just taking this opportunity. Sorry, I really need, if you allow me to, really need Aqeel Sahab to please highlight the importance of indigenization for Pakistan. We really want that because as the space sector, you're seeing this coming up, right? It's if the seed is
Yeah.
whatever the word
I
is now,
understand.
then it'll work. It has to happen now. तो अगर आप इस पे कुछ रोशनी डाल सकें, indigenization, finally I would say शुक्र है हो रहा है, तो आप और क्यों हो रहा है और क्या इससे पाकिस्तान को क्या फायदा होगा, please.
Okay. I mean, I'm coming from an organization called SciTech, Support Industries and Technologies, which I told you is comprised of 5 big industries. One is HMC, which is Heavy Mechanical Complex in Taxila, Pakistan Machine Tool Factory, People Steel Mills, and our Petroleum Refining Facility, as well as Ravi Chemical Complex. And if you look at these organizations, most of these organizations came with an idea of indigenization, and it started way back in 1960s and 70s. So Pakistan was on the right track at that time, and we were going for indigenization. Somewhere the last 30 years, we just lost our path where we were going. But that's past. Let's throw it out. Where do we stand today and where we want to go? I mean, I can proudly say that, I mean, this infrastructure that we had, we can add to it. There's so many things that we can do in order to have indigenization within Pakistan. I mean, imagine, can you believe what we are exporting to Germany? We are exporting steel to Germany. We are exporting engineered steel to Germany. Can you imagine? We are really exporting it to so many countries in Europe which you think that cannot get it from any underdeveloped country. Similarly, there are so many things that we are doing which are beneficial not only for Pakistan but abroad. So when we talk about indigenization, it is something which has to be very local, which means we have to develop things which suit our environment, which are for us, which solves our problems. But once you do that rightly, remember that you always start locally and then you go global. But if you are not excellent locally, you cannot bring anything for the world. I mean, imagine Pakistan is a big country. We are about 5th largest country in the world. But what do we give to the world? That's very important. You have to ask that. What are we giving to the world? And you know how it comes? It starts locally. If I start thinking about the problems that I have, maybe India has a similar problems because they are nearby. Maybe Afghanistan has something similar. Maybe Iran has something similar. Maybe Bangladesh has the similar challenges. If I solve my problem today, actually I'm also addressing their problems. So if I do indigenization for Pakistan, actually I'm doing indigenization for the whole region. And maybe some other countries in South America needs the same. So this is the importance of indigenization. You start local and you grow global. And this is what we want to do. So with guys like you, I'm very confident. Think about it. Think about Pakistan first. We have a current account deficit. It will not stay there if we have solutions which we can offer locally and we stop the import. We have an import substitution. And then imagine we are also exporting it. So we will become surplus rather than deficit. And we have the potential. Anybody can stand up and say we don't have the potential. I have an answer for it. People like you we have. We have natural resources. We have got everything. And people talk to me these days because I lived and worked for a German organization for 20 years. People come and say, oh, Pakistan is now so low and we cannot really stand up because they are challenged. I said, look at Germany. First World War destroyed them completely. Completely. Then they stood up. They went up and then they became so strong that they went for the Second World War. And they were one nation. Okay, Italy was with them, the Second World War, but they also get detached from them. They fought alone. Imagine how much progress they made from First World War to Second World War. And then Second World War was devastated. They devastated them completely, gone, mentally and other resources and infrastructure. Look at them. After 30 years, they become the biggest economic power. And now they're going up all the time. Imagine a nation which went down to that level. They can stand up. Why not us? We have much more than them. We have more natural resources. We have workforce like you. Look at Pakistan. Don't try to get a degree to go abroad. First work here. And we have unlimited opportunities in Pakistan. And I can tell you, I came from abroad to Pakistan. This gentleman came from outside. Sir has also worked abroad. So you see, this is what is happening nowadays. People are coming back. And we are telling them to come back in our community. So don't always think that we can go out and do something, do indigenization here, and the future is here. And we will bring the future to the world as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone. बस अब photo session होगा और live जो stream हो रही है मैं उसको रोक देता हूँ. And I'm extremely grateful to the honorable judges. उन्होंने अपना time दिया, important time, और I hope you love the feedback. And inshallah, next year if we do it again here, we will do it. If we do it here, तो see you here. वरना फिर जहाँ पर भी होगा. और just on a final note, हमने 7 cities में करवाया है और and right now जो है in terms of participation हम top 5 countries में आ रहे हैं. So that's really good.